Hi queers, welcome and welcome back to the channel. My name is Corey and I am real queer. Today we're going to continue watching Boots with episode 2, The Buddy System. Now, episode 1 was absolutely insane. We watched Cameron's friend get absolutely punched out by a racist sergeant or whatever, and then that sergeant left. This cunty woman came, who hopefully we'll see again, because who is that diva? And we see Cameron sort of like struggling with the consequences of his actions and trying to stay close to his friend in the Marines. To be quite honest, like the violence in the show is not appealing to me. I actually really hate it, but I will stay in tuned because I think that like it's telling an interesting story, and it'll be interesting to see where Cameron ends at the end of this season and if there'll be any growth or any more sort of bonds that he sort of like has with any of the other characters. I'm interested to see how this story plays out, especially with this new drill commander, whoever that was that replaced that racist guy. I'm interested to see where that goes and sort of like each test or each drill and what they learn and how they overcome. I'm not down with all the fighting and violence. I hate shit like that. I don't like seeing stuff like that. But I'll stay in it. I will commit to being uncomfortable for whatever this story is. Don't piss me off, Boots, because at the end of the season, if I don't feel like the violence served a purpose, I'm going to be pissed off. But yeah, I just think it's an interesting concept. Like I said at the end of the first one, a daisy growing around barbed wire, because what I'm assuming this is going to sort of like test this main gay character and sort of like maybe sort of show us him getting a little bit tougher or even retaining his softness. I'm interested to see what that's going to be within the context of this show in this season. I definitely think that his best friend, Cameron's best friend, is going to, of course, they're going to grow apart a little bit, right? They're going to find other people to sort of be around, and it feels like Cameron's going to be sort of like the king of the outcasts and his friend's going to be with the cool kids. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. It feels like that's what they're building toward. I'm definitely okay with that. I would love to see what that looks like and how that sort of changes both of these characters and what growth happens or what growth doesn't happen. I think it feels like with each of these trials or tests or drills, there's gonna be some sort of intense physical moment, which I just am not a fan of in TV shows and films. I actually watched Bottoms and on my own. I watched it on my own on streaming, I think. And you know that whole scene where like the little non-binary person, diva, gets like absolutely kicked in the face by the random sports dude or whatever. I hated that, and I know it served a purpose. It's supposed to show like you can't be lying about stuff because like once it's time to put up, you're gonna be sure. It still was very much violence against women, and whatever. The moment was great. It took the air out of the room. It did what it was supposed to do, but I fucking hate seeing stuff like that. So I depending on what happens in this show, I might have to tap out. I'm so sorry. Like if it gets crazy, I might have to maybe take a break before I continue watching. I don't know. Watching that kid get punched out in the first one really I didn't like that. And it made me like after a while I was editing it, I was like, oh, why did they do this? And like whatever, maybe it showed that Cameron was like, hey, this is real. You were in over your head. Like you are in it now, right? Sure. Great device. Great writing. I'm not saying it's bad or that it should exist. I'm just saying that personally, not about it. I'm too soft. I don't like that. So we'll see what's happening in this episode. I saw in a little bit of a, I don't want to say preview because it wasn't what it is. You know how they show like a couple scenes, but it's like clips or whatever. They're doing that thing where they're in pads and they have that, what looks like a big Q-tip and they're fighting each other. I don't like that. I know that's going to be a whole thing. And it's all about the straight boys sort of like, it's less about like, it feels like this show is showing Cameron that so much of the Marine Corps is less about your individual strength, but more about your power and your strength over other people, right? Because that's essentially what the armed forces is. It's just exercising your strength and your force over people that you feel have wronged you or should be under the boot of that force. So that, I mean, it all makes sense and it's all interesting. I just fucking hate seeing it. But I digress. I'm gonna stop actually repeating myself and just get into episode 2, the buddy system. Let's watch. Oh yeah, this guy, he's like new. He's giving kind of gay a little bit. And it just, this show does feel like an interesting indictment on, again, masculinity, what it means to be a man. That's interesting. But the show of violence, I love these little shorts. These little shorts are funny.
How could he know? Because you should have seen that look. He could have killed me with his eyes.
These are your squad leaders.
Oh, interesting.
Take your problems to them. I don't want to see your ugly faces.
Interesting.
If my squad leaders fail to perform, they will be replaced.
Interesting.
In one-on-one combat, only you
See, I
can
knew there was
save
gonna
your
be,
life.
see.
You came here to kill.
Now take that bayonet and shove it through your partner's skull.
Okay, keep your arms up a little higher.
Cameron's gonna get singled out. I just know it.
Kill!
Oh. Oh.
Where did they take him?
Sick bay and then the crypt platoon. You don't want to get stuck there. It's purgatory.
Interesting.
Switch lines, quick. What? That way you can fight me. Switch places with me. What do you want?
Someday, and that day may never come, I will ask you to do a service for me.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Not Godfather, but also like, why? Also, I feel like, anyway, we'll watch it. We'll watch it. What a psycho.
So what's his story? Most of his records redacted. Last post was Guam. Why'd he leave early?
You ever drawn Guam as a duty station? Guy's got 3 commendations for valor and silver.
I don't know what any of that means, by the way. I don't know what that is.
Is that the best that you can do? Sir, no, sir! Do you want to stay squad leader? Sir, yes, sir! Then show me! There will be no mercy. There will be no weakness. Do you hear me? Sir!
What's that about? It, with the way that this looks, it looks like he does have something out for Cameron. It's like really weird.
One of you was going home in a body bag. Which one is it gonna be?
Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we? What's going on?
I didn't have a choice. Hey, you saw. Sullivan just
Sullivan.
breathing down my neck.
McAffey, duty hot now.
Buddy system is a lie just to get you to sign up. Once you're here, serve a man for himself.
That's what it feels like.
Is currently getting drilled by your brother, your cousin, and your dog in the back of a Ford Topaz. On your face and push, and quit looking me in the eye until I say stop. All right, sir.
I'm so sorry, y'all. It'll be so hard not to laugh. I'll be like, girl, I just not cut out for this, I don't think.
What's going on?
Ew, what is... Ew. Oh.
You're my scribe. Got that?
Records, logs, whatever we need. Someone calls Scribe, you hop in here and wag your bushy little tail. Got it? Scribe assigns fire watch. Hour-long shifts, lights out to rise and shine. Everyone gets a watch, even you, so don't get cute.
Interesting. So he's like record keeper for everything. Okay, he's in his new job.
I'm not allowed to talk to you.
See...
Sullivan thinks I could be honor man. That means that you were the top recruit in the whole platoon. I have to stay squad leader if I want to have a shot. So that's what this is about.
And I told y'all this would happen.
We were gonna do this together. We are doing it together.
Well, not
Just on our own.
so not together. I think it's interesting because everybody seems to be sort of suspicious of him.
Do you want to partner up for sit-ups?
Happy Meal! Why aren't you with your brother? Sir, he's too fast, sir! Well, what are we gonna do about that, you pig-shaped marshmallow?
This is interesting. That guy's huge. They're both huge people.
Force squad, now! Go! Now, faster! Faster! Squad leader, if you don't get this recruit in line, it's on you. It's on your ass. You hear me? Sir, yes, sir! Fall out! Move it! Move that cheesecloth!
Truly, why? Like, what is I mean, I am interested to see sort of why, you know what I mean? Like why Sullivan is sort of targeting Cameron.
Every swinging dick will do this with the same measure of precision.
It sort of kind of feels like he's like, hey, you're leaning on your friend. You need to sort of like be here. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Why's my name on Firewatch? Take it off. Everyone does Firewatch, man. Don't make me tell you again.
I'm like, sorry, gotta do it. No, this is giving a Full Metal Jacket for sure.
When I say you're one Bowman, I mean one Bowman. Come here, Tubby. Stop moving.
You gotta do it.
Sorry. It's your turn for Firewatch.
Wake up again, I'll bury you, faggot.
Oh, yeah, I'd be like, you know what? Let's fight.
It's gotta be. Oh my god. So now, on top of everything, you are the chambermaid too?
Would you mind? Could you hold the button?
Oh, sure.
He's like, we're both being fucking tortured. It's fine.
You just gotta show him. You know, like McKinnon said, only you can save your life.
That, right there, is every bully who's ever hit us.
Oh, is he gonna dump the piss on him? That'd be delicious. Gross, but definitely like. But that's true. It's like you can't, especially in this atmosphere, you can't really be like, oh no. But then you're gonna have to have him on your neck the whole time, probably.
The fuck? You fucking
That was crazy though, Cameron.
What's all this? Scribe through piss on the Pollock. It's always the little ones you gotta watch out for.
It's awesome. Light green. Dark green.
Yeah, he's gonna be like after you now.
He's gonna kill me.
Today you will run my obstacle course, start to finish. If you manage to reach the top of my rope, you will slap that log and yell my favorite word. What is that word? Kill!
Did you get any fucking slower?
Cameron would never be me because I fight. And the first thing I would have done when I got any pressure from him was beat his ass because I don't play that. But I only fight as a means of survival. And it feels like a lot of people fight because they're like, fun.
I told you, pack your trash. Shit! John! John?
Hey, make a hole. Turn around. The other way, all of you.
Oh, is he gonna get, he's gonna be in the infirmary tent or whatever?
Stay down, bud. You'll be all right. Don't look at me.
Fail. 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 Fail! You are no longer my squad leader. You completed my obstacle course in sufficient time. You're my new squad leader.
What is your deal, Sullivan? What it's like, why these friends in particular? Like, what's going on? That's why I think he's probably gay, because he's like, he's for the drama, girl.
This is going great.
Okay, that was, oh, I guess the man who wrote the book that this show is based off of. Oh, is the main character, Cope. Got it. Cool. Okay, so that was episode 2, Buddy System. What is Sullivan's deal? Like, what is like, I'm trying to sort of put my finger on exactly what's going on with him, because to some extent, I think that it's maybe sort of that thing of where he's trying to like make these two boys into men stand on their own and sort of get Cameron out of his like, I'm scared of everything all the time, I don't stand up for myself. Maybe, but at the same time, it's like, is that what he's doing? Is he just sick? Or is it going to be one of those things where he's like, oh, I had a close friend and I got him killed because I wasn't fucking whatever. Like, it's going to be that bullshit. Who knows? But I'm interested to see where this is going. This wasn't too bad. It definitely made me sweat during the parts of like tension. This show does a really good job at that, which is really, really, really good. And then, yeah, I wrote down a couple notes here. Why can't Ray talk to Cameron? Like, what the hell is that about? Tell me more. And then, because his whole thing is, it just seems like this whole episode was around driving a wedge between Ray and Cameron, or sort of severing that connection that the both of them have, because they're individuals in boot camp, not necessarily girly pops. They're all kind of competing to stay there. I with John specifically, I'm wondering if he's going to be injured for a long time, or if he'll come back super like, fuck y'all, I'm that nigga, I'm that bitch. I'm not sure. The brother's story is interesting, but I'm wondering if it'll be that thing to where like it's just every couple episodes one person is up out of here, you know what I mean, and it just gets down to a few people. That might be interesting too. I'm just, I guess, waiting to see what that's going to be. I think I might watch one more episode after this just to see what's going on, because there's like 6 episodes, I believe. Let me just really check like really quickly how many episodes are here, because I want to split them up and make sure that I'm taking my time watching them to really just sit with them and really, what is the word I'm looking for? Process them and sort of and sort of like sit with them and sort of like, there's 8 episodes. Okay, cool. So maybe I'll do 3. Maybe I'll do 3 or 4. Or I'll do episode 3 and 4 maybe, and then save the other 4 for later. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this progresses. This is a really good show, and yeah, I'm just each episode piques my interest a bit more, which is in this show's best interest, is seeing as how much blood I've seen so far, in with regards of, you know, the violence in it. Yeah, this is it's an interesting. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's just an interesting combination, because it's the comedy, the queerness, the softness of Cameron against this rough military shit, which I hate, but episode after episode I'm like, but what's that about? Like, what's gonna happen next, you know? Which is a trademark of a very good show. So I mean, the writing's great, so I'm you know, I'm in it for that, and just to see where everybody nets out. I think that'll be interesting, because there's something interesting to be said about this show, and I think maybe this was their point, is that like it's all this manly stuff, all we're fighting and we're trying to like prove that I'm stronger to you, but they're wearing yellow shirts and like booty shorts. They're like, there's all this homoeroticism present, but I think it's sort of being muted and toned down by the aggression and the like sheer stereotypical masculinity of it all, which I think maybe is the point of this show, its whole thesis. So that's interesting as a concept. and I'm interested to see how they play with that. And the violence doesn't get crazy. I am 2 episodes in, so this may be famous last words, but it hasn't yet, I should say more accurately, gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, I have to leave. But who knows? Maybe it might get there. I'm hoping it doesn't, because I really do want to enjoy this show and sort of like, you know, it's sort of like when I watched Interview with the Vampire for the first time. So much of it was intense and crazy and violent. I really couldn't sit with the show. But after I got through it the first time, I was able to go back and be like, okay, cool. Now that I know what's going to happen, this sort of like initial shock already wore off. Now I can like watch and like pay attention to more. And then thank God, because that show does reward you with all the stuff that you'll notice time after time after time after repeated viewings. So that's interesting in that way. But I am excited to see what's going on here, and I will continue watching this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this with me. If you are watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support and patience. If you're watching us on YouTube, full, early, unedited, uncut reactions are available over there, so consider joining today. I think this is going to be it for me for this video. I do want to get into the next episode very quickly, but yeah, let's just go ahead and move on. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.